What happens when you mix bleach and something?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's watch the YouTube first.
Right.
And following that, right, there's some really cool things that chemistry teachers are hesitant to do live because of their danger. That in the safety of a film, it's not as cool as being there, but it's still cool to watch it go kaboom.
Yeah.
And so the so I've mentioned, I think we've discussed two things at once here. One is the reach of the screen,
Right.
and the other is the multiple source. I don't have to limit myself to the books in my presence. I'm actually able to probably curate a larger range of sources.
Yep.
Although there's no getting around the fact that the best information online is still behind a paywall of some sort. That my students run into this regularly. In fact, I fight hard, for a few of those dollars being given to the athletic department, JSTOR or something like that
Sure.
would be very helpful to my students. But it's incredibly expensive because the scholars, the mule the ox, I guess is the biblical term, should be allowed to eat the grain that he's
Right.
tried. So, I think the notion that everything on a screen should be free is not necessarily a true thing.
Right.
But I'd still bet you could, with a smaller budget, get further into good research online than if you were forced to find it in book form.
Yeah.
Even with college libraries and whatnot, and library sharing and whatnot, it's so back to access. It could be done faster.
No doubt it's faster. No doubt. And I think that's right that you can get pretty far. The breadth of sources, I don't know. There's a lot of books in a library. But I agree that you can, it's democratizing publication,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
The standards for putting your voice out there have dropped
Yes.
drastically.
Yeah.
Well,
and
is that good? I'm not actually here to talk about if that's good or not.
Right.
I'm just noticing what is.
Yeah.
That is the case.
Right. Which is pushing us again into that conversation we had many years ago in publication about censorship and should all information be available or should some of it kind of go through an editorial funneling, filtering, and our both sides of that are being well represented in the current conversation.
Yeah. So I think what I don't know. I recall Frost's part of Build Soil where one of them, I can't remember who now, says greed should be taught a little abnegation for bringing change unheralded on the unready.
Yeah, right. That's a great line for this.